Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Jeniusia Gisa Putri with NPM 234-11171 from Class Management 23C. So in this first video, I would like to tell you what is statistics. So the first thing I will explain what is statistics. Statistics is the branch of mathematics for collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data. Statistics can be used to predict the future, determine the probability that a specific event will happen, or help answer questions about a survey. Statistics is used in many different fields such as business, medicine, biology, psychology, and social science. Statistics is an important field because it helps us understand the general trends and patterns because it helps in a given dataset. Statistics can be used for analyzing data and drawing conclusions from it. It can also be used for making predictions about future events. And the second one is the history of statistics. Formal discussions on inference date back to the mathematicians and cryptographers of the Islamic Golden Age between the 5th and 13th centuries. Al-Khalil wrote the Book of Cryptographic Message, which contains one of the first uses of permutations and combinations, to list all possible Arabic words with and without vowels. Al-Kindi's manuscript on deciphering cryptographic message gave a detailed description of how to use frequency analysis to decipher encrypted message, providing an early example of statistical inference for decoding. Ibn Adlan later made an important, although the term statistics was introduced by the Italian scholar Girolamo Ghillini in 1589 with reference to a collection of facts and information about state. It was the German Gottfried Eichenwald in 1749 who started using the term as a collection of quantitative information. In the modern use for the science, the earliest writing containing statistics in Europe dates back to 1663 with the publication of natural and political observations upon the Bills of Mortality by John Groan. Early applications of statistical thinking revolve around the needs of states to base policy on demographic and economic data. Hence, its state etymology, the scope of the discipline of statistics, broadened in the early 19th century to include the collection and analysis of data in general. Today, statistics is widely employed in government, business, and natural social science. And next is key concept in statistics. The first one is data collection. Surveys is gather data through questionnaires or interviews. Experiments is collect data under controlled conditions to observe effects. And the last one is observational studies. Is record data without intervention, often in natural settings. The second one is descriptive statistics. Measures of central tendency. Mean is sum of all values divided by the numbers of value. Median is the middle value, which is robust the outliers. And mode is the value that appears most frequently useful for categorical data. Measures of dispersion. Range is difference between the maximum and minimum values. Variance is average of the squared differences from the mean, indicates data spread. And standard deviation is the square root of variance, representing average deviation from the mean. And the last one is data visualization. Histograms is show frequency distribution, and box plots is summarize data through Quartiles identify outliers. And the last one is scatter plots is illustrate relationships between two continuous variables. Number 3 is inferential statistics. The first one is sampling techniques, and random sampling is every member has an equal chance of selection, reducing bias. Stratified sampling is the population is divided into strata and samples are drawn from each. The fourth one is hypothesis testing. Null hypothesis, or can be called HO, is assumes no effect or difference. Alternative hypothesis indicates the presence of an effect or difference. P-value is the probability of observing the data if the null hypothesis is true, helps determine significance. And the last one is provides a range within which the true population parameter is likely to fall. And next we move to the methods. The first one method is descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics is a summary statistic that quantitatively describes or summarizes features of a collection or information. While descriptive statistics, in the most known sense, is the process of using and analyzing those statistics. Descriptive statistics is distinguished from inferential statistics or inductive statistics. In that descriptive statistics aims to summarize a sample rather than use the data to learn about the population that the sample of data is due to represent. The last method is inferential statistics. Statistical inference is the process of using data analysis to deduce properties of an underlying probability distributions. Inferential statistical analysis infers properties of a population, for example, by testing hypotheses and deriving estimates. It is assumed that the observed data set is sampled from a larger population. Inferential statistics can be contrasted with descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics is solely concerned with properties of the observed data, and it does not rest on the assumption that the data come from a larger population. Terminology and theory of inferential statistics. The first one is statistics, estimators, and pivotal quantities. Consider independent identically distributed, as known as IID, random variables with a given probability distributions. Standard statistical inference and estimation theory defines a random sample as the random factor given by the column vector of these IID variables. The population being examined is described by a probability distribution that may have unknown parameters. A statistics is a random variable that is function of the random sample, but not a function of unknown parameter. The probability distribution of the statistics true may have unknown parameters. And the next one is applications. Statistics in academia or academic. Statistics is applicable to a wide variety of academic disciplines, including natural and social science, government, and business. Business statistics apply statistical methods in econometrics, auditing, and production and operations, including services improvement and marketing research. A study of 2 journals in tropical biology found that the 12 most frequent statistical tests are analyzing of variance or ANOVA, chi-square test, student t-test, linear regression, person correlation coefficient, Whitney U-test, Kruskal-Wallis test, Shannon diversity index, and Turkey branch test.